What's up, everybody? Welcome to BODHI. I'm Tamal. This is Hallie. We're going to get started today standing at the back of our yoga mat with our legs hips width apart. Put a generous bend in your knees, fold your body forward, catch a hold of opposite elbows, and we'll make our transitions from here. So I encourage you to have your toes pointing forward or slightly inward. This will help spin the inner thighs back, gives you more structure. And obviously, if you feel a lot of strain in your hamstrings, you can just deepen the bend in the knees. And noticing if a lot of your body weight is resting in the heels. See if you can drift a little more attention towards the toes so the hips line up over the ankles. That alignment's going to help us explore the posture. And then from here, we just close the eyes. Be attentive to the breath. Find a softness in the face. And we'll switch the crossing of the arms. Take an inhale through the nose. Hold it at the top. Out of the mouth. Again, inhale deeply through the nose, holding at the peak. Let it go. Go back to breathe through the nose. Make your breath sound like you are fogging a mirror with your mouth shut. Release your hands down to the ground. Let's walk your hands to the right. When you walk your hands to the right, there'll be this lateral stretch across your left side body. Just try pulling the left hip back a little bit. And switch sides, walk your hands all the way to the left. Pull the right hip back a little. And walk your hands back to center. Open your legs, mats width apart. Now, put a bend in your right leg. Take your right hand, hold the outer left ankle. Reach your left arm up, twist. If it's hard to grab the ankle, you can always grab a hold of the calf. Maybe behind the knee a little bit. Just got to be sensitive to the joints. Get longer through the side waist, longer through the sides of the neck. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, switch sides. Left hand grabs right ankle, right arm grabs the ceiling, left knee bends a little bit. The slack in that left leg is kind of like a safety net for your low back. Take a big inhale, and then exhale, hands down, legs straight. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in, put a bend in your knees, take your arms behind your back, interlace the fingers, pull your arms to the sky, maybe work the legs straight. And breathe. Just kind of marinate in this pose for a minute, letting all the muscle fibers in your hamstrings open up. Switch which pinkies in front. Take a big inhale, and exhale, release your hands down to the ground. Put a bend in your knees, and let's roll up to standing, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc. So, once you're here, we'll reach your arms forward like you're going to hug someone. Right elbow under the left, intertangle your arms, go knuckle to knuckle or palm to palm. You can keep your feet wide still. Yeah. Lift the elbows up, pull the forearms forward. So you're doing eagle in the upper body. Just breathe into your shoulders. And switch the crossing of the arms. Tangle the other way. And rarely just like stop and stretch our shoulders. You see a lot of that happening before people lift weights, or people stretch their hamstrings, or do a psoas stretch before they run. We're stretching before we stretch. Untangle your arms, let them relax by your side. So keep your legs wide. You're gonna glue your right palm to the outer right thigh, the IT bend. Reach your left arm up and then lean to the right. Create the lateral stretch. Because you know, you have to stretch before you stretch because you don't want to be injured from stretching too deep. Switch sides. Left palm glues to the outer left thigh, right arm reaches up and over. Come back on up. Relax your arms by your sides. So now you're going to take your right arm, reach it up and drop it over the top of the right shoulder. Take your left hand and hold onto the right elbow and gently press the right arm down the back. Notice if you start dumping into odd areas like your lower back, think about taking your tail down, pulling your front ribs in, sternum lifts. Now, you're going to keep exactly what you have right now, and you're just going to lean your body toward the left. So you're creating a lateral stretch, but you're also getting into the shoulder. Come back on up. Let's switch sides. Left arm drops over the left. The right hand holds onto the left elbow. You push it down the back. And when you're ready, you start to tilt or lean your body towards the right, creating the lateral stretch. Inhale back on up to center. Relax your arms by your sides. Now, just turn your feet out. Take your hands at prayer, and we'll squat. Bend your knees. Notice how your knees want to kind of turn inward. I want you to take your inner thighs outward. That way you don't strain the MCL, then start scooping your tailbone under. And while you're here, interlace your fingers together except for your index fingers, and then you'll take your arms straight up. This is where we build a tower. I'm going to stand on Hallie's legs and then climb up onto her shoulders and then eventually touch the ceiling. A few more breaths. Take your hands at prayer. Pause. So your right hand's going to go down to the inside of the right foot. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Oh. Notice if that right knee is knocking inward. See if you can check that right inner leg with the right arm. Come to center with your hands at prayer. Then we switch sides. Left hand down to the inside of the left foot. The right arm reaches up. Come through center, hands at prayer. Fold and straighten your legs. Heel toe your feet and hips width apart. Take an inhale, glance out just to wipe the slate clean. Then exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So if you want to pedal out the legs a little bit or shift your weight side to side, that's always a nice option. We'll settle with the legs hips width. The heels disappear behind the toes. Arms are shoulder width, fingers point forward, the hands spread wide. The forearms will lift, the upper outer arms wrap down. Vacuum in the belly and use that momentum of the belly going in to kind of propel your hips and thigh bones back a bit. Now, we'll take the knuckle side of your right hand to your lower back. Notice how you want to climb onto the left finger. See if you can root that left palm and 5 fingers into the floor. I'm doing all these little shoulder things today. Switch sides, right hand down, knuckle side of the left hand to the low back. See if you can even out the weight in the feet. Left hand down, drift to plank, top of a push-up. Stack the shoulders over the wrists. Index fingers are gliding forward. The forearms are rotating in a bit while the upper outer arms are wrapping back. The front ribs and the abdomen are engaging. Brace a bit. And the tailbone scoops to the inner thighs. The chest draws forward. Lift your right leg up. Bend your right knee and start to dorsiflex your right foot. So it's like you're trying to hold the ceiling up with that right foot. Bring the right knee to the nose. Step it through. Stay on the ball of the back foot. Climb onto the fingers. So take this moment here to steer your hips forward. Think Cobra in the chest, and reach your arms down the ribs. Palms either face each other or they face the floor. The shoulder blades glide down towards your back pockets, as JJ would say. Your neck gets longer, your face is softer, your breath is deeper. Now take your arms out to the sides like airplane wings, in line with your shoulders. Left hand down, right arm up, twist. Turn your right palm down, reach over your own head, lengthen forward. The right bicep hangs pretty low, about an inch or two above your right cheek. And then exaggerate the external rotation. Get it so your right pinky starts to angle towards the floor and your right thumb points up towards the sky. The left palm drives the earth away, so you're creating space between your left trapezius and your left ear. Your left thigh bone's working up, the left inner heel's pulling back. The sides of the waist are getting longer. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, right hand down. Let's step back to the top of a push-up and pause. Let's lift your left foot up. Bend your left knee so you left foot's pointing up towards the sky, knee dorsiflex. I know you guys thought, oh, we're going to take a vinyasa. No, we went right into the other side. No breaks. Knee to nose. Step it through. Stand the ball of the back foot, climb onto the fingers, draw the chest forward. Fire up the right leg. Now run your arms down the ribs. Notice if you're kind of taking the trapezius muscles and crunching them right up into your neck. See if you can soften that down. Then take your arms like wings. Right hand down, left arm up, twist. Turn the left palm down, reach over your head. Very nice. So again, we're slightly exaggerating what's going on in that left arm. The left bicep hangs low. The left tricep wraps towards the floor. So the left pinky's angling down, the left thumb's pointing up. The right leg is engaging, the left hip is hiding. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, left hand down. Pause, step back to plank. Guess what? Lift your right leg up. Oh my goodness. Bend the right knee. Hold the ceiling up with that right foot. Knee to nose. Step it through. Come up, crescent pose, reach to the sky. So we're here. You sink into the front knee so it rests at 90 degrees. We're pressing the right calf to the right shin. We soften the back leg. Start scooping the tailbone under. So the frontal hip points lift, lift, lift. The front ribs start to pancake in a little bit, but then notice if you're starting to break the posture in the upper torso. I want you to lift the sternum higher. Take your arms like wings, palms face up. So we're essentially doing a lot of the things we just did earlier, except now your torso is not parallel with the floor, your torso is vertical. Keep your arms like wings. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, turn your chest to the right. Keep the twist, left hand down. Take the right hand to your right hip bone. And I want you to start clipping that right hip back more as the skin of that right side body gets longer. Yes. So it's like you're stretching from end to end. Now you reach the right arm back up. Turn the right palm down, reach overhead. Now I'm getting nitpicky. Hallie in here with me every day, so we're just going to look at every little detail. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, right hand down. Step back to plank. Hold. I know, when are we ever going to do a chaturanga to an up dog? Not right now. Let's lift the left leg up. Bend the knee, hold the ceiling up. Knee to nose. Step it through. Crescent pose, come on up. So again, if you feel like you're a little off balance, maybe you feel like you're on a tightrope, you can always walk your left foot a little more to the left. Staggering the stance is good. Softening the back leg is good. Tailbone goes under. Outer hips start to frame, and that means they're not swinging right or left, they're stationary. Now, as you take the front ribs down, the bottom tip of the sternum, the xiphoid, goes down, but the top part of that sternum should lift. Take your arms like wings, palms up. Keep the wings, turn your chest to the left. It's like you're a bird, you decided to go left. Right hand down, left hand's gonna attach to that left hip. And I want you to press the left hip back as the side of waist of that left side body gets longer and you turn your chest more. Then you can take that left arm up and overhead. Yep. Notice if that back leg's teeter-totting, you want it stamped straight into the floor. So that mound of that right big toe is kind of glued, gorilla glue. Have you guys used that stuff before? Super glue, all the glues, into the mat. I once super glued my fingers together when I was like 5. It was not good. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, left hand down. Step back to plank. It's your lucky day, lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hallie spine just went snap, crackle, pop. Let's take a big inhale through the nose. Hold it at the peak. Out of the mouth. Come up high in the toes. Bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or spring. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, open the arms and rise to standing. Circle your arms overhead, palms connect. Prayer in front of the heart. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold your body forward. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we can't just do one of those. We're going to have a few more just to bring in the fun. Let's come up high on the toes, bend the knees, look forward, exhale, step or spring. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, open the arms, reverse swan dive up. Exhale, prayer in front of the heart. Just breath cues. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So my plan is to get you to standing, let you do one round solo, and then we're going to do a 4th sun salute that's going to be all mixed up. So let's come up high on the toes, bend the knees, look forward, exhale, step or spring. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, open and rise. Exhale, prayer in front of the heart. This one on your own. This way you can have me shut up and have some quiet. And then when you're ready, I'll have you find your own way to standing at the front of your mat. So once you're at standing, here comes the eclectic A series. Relax your arms by your sides. Inhale, reach your arms up. Interlace the fingers above the head except for the index. Stamp the left foot firmly into the floor and then lean towards the right. So we're creating that same kind of lateral stretch we did earlier when our legs were straddled at the back of our mat early. But now your feet are together so you get a different feel. Switch which pinky's in front, and then go to the other side, lean to the left. Come back to center, hands at prayer. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. But as you exhale, just fold, squat down to your tiptoes. Let's do crow Bakasana. So feet together, knees wide, wedge your triceps on the shins, plant the palms, chaturanga the arms. That means elbows stack over wrists. Then one or both feet lift. Maybe a little cat in the upper back. Step back, shoot back, float back. Take your vinyasa. We will all meet in downward facing dog. Yep. So we'll step your feet together. Let's drift to plank. Kick both heels to the right, send your left arm up. If you want to modify this, you can always drop your right knee to the floor underneath your right hip for more support. Otherwise, we dorsiflex the feet, we pull the right hip back, guide the left hip a little bit towards the left. Take the top arm, reach it overhead. Again, the bicep hangs low. Left arm goes up, left hand comes down, top of a push-up, pause, lift your right foot up. Bend the knee so you hold up the ceiling. This thing again. What is this? Knee to nose. Step it through. Stay on the ball of the back foot, come all the way up. Crescent pose, reach to the sky. Let's interlace the fingers above the head, flip the palms inside out. Keeping the theme of lateral stretching, lean to the right, hug the outer right hip to the left. Keep your hands interlaced and inside out. Come back up to center. Turn your chest to the right. So there's a twist. Keep the twist, hands at prayer. Hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. So we want to get the elbows stacked. We seek to get the thumbs closest to the heart center. The left leg fires up. We're pulling back through the inner left heel and pulling back through the crease of that right hip. If you want more, you can open your arms. Now, your legs are the fuel, your torso is the rocket. I want you to think about crescent and come all the way up, reach to the sky. Then exhale, hands come down. Step back to the top of a push-up, pause. Kick both heels to the left, send your right arm up. If you need to modify, you can drop the left knee to the floor or stagger the feet. Turn the right hand down, reach overhead. Brace, take those ribs in. Take the tailbone towards the heels. This way we're not dumping in the low back or in the mid back. We're just kind of solidifying our position in the position. Reach the right arm up, right hand comes down, top of a push-up, pause here. Left foot lifts. Left knee bends, hold the ceiling up with the left foot. You can even lift that left knee a little higher. Yes. Knee to nose. Step it through. Come on up, crescent pose. So we interlace our fingers together and flip the palms inside out. Hopefully you remember which pinky was in front before, so you're mixing it up, doing the opposite. And we go for that lateral stretch we've been working on. We lean to the left, the outer left hip hugs to the right. Keep the hands interlaced, come to center. Turn your chest to the left, twist. Keep the twist, take the hands at prayer, hook your right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Full rotation, fire up the back leg. Get long to the side body so we're not unnecessarily kind of arching or twisting our spine in undesired directions. And if you want, you can open your arms. Now, you ever bounced around on a trampoline? Well, like a trampoline, your torso is going to pop straight on up to crescent. Oh, then exhale, hands come down to the ground, step back to the top of a push-up, pause. Kick both heels to the right. What? Send your left arm up. Lift the left leg off the right, bend the left knee and set the ball of the left foot on the floor behind you like a kickstand. Turn your left hand down, reach overhead. Try lifting from the heart. Yep. Let's come back to the top of a push-up. Lift your right foot up, bend the knee, hold the ceiling up. Hallie's doing a really good job of lifting that right knee a little bit higher. Knee to nose, step it through, crescent pose, come on up. So, instead of dropping your arm over your shoulder, you're just going to clasp your elbows together above your head this time. Pull your biceps back a little bit more. Soften your shoulders down a little bit more. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, turn your chest to the right, twist. Every inhale, get taller, get longer. Every exhale, we rotate more. And there's this big magnolia tree right outside my house, and there's been this one low-hanging magnolia that's been all locked up for a while, but it started to open up and blossom. So we're going to open up like that. You're going to take your left arm towards the front of your mat. Your right arm reaches back. I know, it sounded so poetic. A blossoming magnolia. Left hand down, right arm up. We're only going to stop here for a little bit. You're going to take your right thumb to the crease of your right hip now. So we're being really specific. Look 12 inches in front of you, place your left fingers there. Take your back foot off of the ground. Start turning your chest to the sky as you check that right hip back, and then reach your right arm up. Twisting, half moon, parivrita, ardha, chandrasana. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, only set the right hand down. Walk your hands towards your right leg, get close. Slide the right hand to the right, slide the left hand to the left. So your arms are kind of wide, maybe on the floor off the mat. And then you dip your chest, your sternum towards the right shin bone, so the front of that left thigh can lift more. Bend your right leg, step the left foot back, plant the palms, step the right foot back. Plank position. Both heels to the left, send the right arm up. Lift the right leg, bend the right knee, set the ball of the right foot behind you, turn the right hand down, reach overhead. So the right palm should face the floor. Good news, we're not really doing that many like chaturangas in this class. There's a lot of planks. Come back to the top of a push-up. Left foot lifts, left knee bends, hold the ceiling up. Knee to nose, step it through, come on up, crescent. So you're going to clasp your elbows together the opposite kind of tangle you did before. So whatever arm was on top, you can do the opposite this time. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, turn your chest to the left. Sometimes like, did I do that side? Which side is it? It feels weird. Now, like a butterfly coming out of its cocoon, right arm reaches forward, left arm extends back. What if I taught class like that all the time? Now, like a butterfly. Have an English accent. Right hand down. Left thumb clips to the crease, the inseam of that left hip. Look 12 inches in front of you. Place your right hand there. Back foot comes up. Turn the chest to the sky as you keep that left hip in check. Then reach the left arm to the sky. Take a big inhale. Then exhale, only set the left hand down. Walk your hands close to that left leg. Slide the left hand to the left, the right hand to the right. Cup the floor with the fingers. Work your chest towards the left shin bone. Bend your left leg. Step your right foot back. Step the left foot back. Plank position. Now we're going to lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a big inhale through the nose. Hold your breath at the top. Out of the mouth. Rise high on the toes. Bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or spring. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low, reach high, Utkatasana. Exhale, stand up. Same exhale, prayer in front of the heart. Surya Namaskar B, inhale, chair pose. Exhale to folds. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, lunge it through. Back heel down. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, hands come down. Let's step back. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, rise, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, hands come down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. And just like that A series, we can't just do one. Always got to do multiple. People are like, why? Can't you just break the rules this once? I could, but I won't. So come up high on the toes, bend the knees, look forward, exhale, step or spring. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, chair. Exhale, stand. Prayer in front of the heart. Inhale, chair. Exhale, folds. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, rise one breath. Exhale, hands come down. Step back, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, lunge it through. Inhale, rise warrior one. Exhale, hands come down. Let's step back. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, followed by child's pose. Let's extend your arms forward. Let's come onto all fours of your hands and your knees. Cross one ankle over the other. Doesn't matter which right now. Now I want you to lift your crossed ankles up so you're balancing on your knees. And I want you to lean forward, lower halfway, elbows in. Push yourself back up. Oh, again, lower halfway. Back on up. Switch the crossing of the ankles. 2 more lower halfway. Back up. 1 more lower halfway. Back up, uncross the ankles, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, lunge it through. Turn your back heel down, let's come up warrior one. Let's reach your arms forward. Right elbow under the left. Intertangle, go palm to palm or knuckle to knuckle. We did this in the beginning. Elbows lift, forearms pull away. Now start to find a sense of upper back bend. Do a little cobra here. Just steer the hips forward. Keep the eagle in the arms. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, lower your torso either over the right quad or to the inside of that right knee and thigh. So you're in a variation of humble warrior. This is where it's going to get a little tricky. If your torso is hanging to the inside of that right thigh, I want you to lift it up enough so that you're hovering your torso about 1 inch or 2 above the right quad. Spin onto the ball of the back foot. Take off, warrior 3, left foot lifts. Notice if you're slouching, see if you can correct that. Notice if you're wobbling, get heavier in that right big toe. And we're going to attempt to go to full eagle. So without touching the left foot to the ground, stand up, bend the left knee into your chest. Bend your standing leg and cross your left thigh over the top of that right quad. Maybe you can hook your left foot behind the right calf muscle. If it doesn't hook, it's no big deal. Hallie's sweating now, it's a good sign. Inhale to stand. Exhale, set the left foot next to right. Relax your arms. Let's all turn towards the left. Open your legs about 4.5 feet apart. Take your arms out to the sides like wings. Turn your right toes towards the front of your mat. Bend the right knee to 90. Find warrior two. So we want to widen the stance enough so that your right thigh is parallel with the floor. Then we set up front heel to back heel and let your back foot turn in at like 10 degrees. Now you're going to reach both arms up to the sky. Drop the right arm over the top of the right shoulder. Left arm goes from below the lower back this time, and you're going to see if you can hook your fingers together. If you're kind of struggling to get the fingers together, that's no big deal. You can always take a towel or a strap and use that as an extension pole for your hands so they can connect. If that's not enough, or you don't have a towel or shirt, you can always hold on to whatever you're wearing, whether that is a sports bra, a t-shirt, a tank top. Settle into the stance. Notice how that left arm is kind of pressing your back ribs forward. See if you can counter that by taking the front ribs in a little bit, and you'll feel a little bit of resistance in the back body. Let's open up warrior two. From warrior two, place your right hand down on the inside of the right foot. Drop the left arm behind the lower back. Maybe you find the crease of the left hip. Maybe you do a full bind. Whatever variation you're in, try leaning your shoulder blades to the right, so just open the pose up. We press down to come up to warrior two. Turn your right palm up, reach it up, drop the left hand to left thigh, find reversed warrior. Then with your next exhale, you can cartwheel the hands to the floor. We step back, we lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Round two, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, lunge it through. Back heel down, come on up. Warrior one. Remember, you can always widen the stance, taking the left foot to the left. We reach the arms forward, left elbow under right, intertangle, go palm to palm or knuckle to knuckle. Lift the elbows, pull the forearms away, then find the sense of camel pose in the chest. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, lower your torso either over the left quad or to the inside of the left thigh. So keep the eagle. Get your torso an inch or two above that left quad. Spin onto the ball of the back foot. Let's take off. Right foot lifts, warrior three. Notice if you're slouching, try to correct that. Straighten out the upper torso. Without touching the right foot to the ground, slowly stand up. Bend the right knee into your chest. Bend the left leg, cross the right knee over the left. Maybe you can hook your right foot behind the left calf. Inhale to stand. Exhale, set the right foot next to left. Relax the arms. Turn towards the right. Open your legs wide. Take the arms like wings. Turn your left toes to the front of your mat. Bend the left knee to 90. Find warrior two. We want that left thigh parallel with the floor, so go pretty deep. And then we want that back foot turned in a little bit, so it's not parallel with the back edge of the mat. Press the right thigh bone into the hamstring. Let the arms press down, but they don't drop. Now, reach your arms to the sky. First, drop the left arm over the top of the left shoulder. Then take the right arm from below the lower back. See if you can hook your fingers together. Take the front ribs in, pull the left elbow back. Sink into your stance. And then, warrior two. Left hand down on the inside of the left foot. Drop the right arm behind the back, half bind or full bind, your call. Lean your shoulder blades to the left. Keep carving the left sit bone underneath you. How's it going? Yeah. I'm sweating. It's all the thinking. As JJ would say, root to rise, come up warrior two. Turn your left palm up, reach it up, drop the right hand to right thigh. When you're ready, you can windmill the hands down. You take your vinyasa. We will meet in downward facing dog, where we will start our descent. Let's lower the knees, cross one ankle over the other, sit behind your feet, swoop your legs through. Let's get a little bit forward. Grab a hold of your butt, move your glutes back, move the bottoms of your thighs out, just adjust the lower extremities. Then inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold forward, Paschimottanasana. Great job, guys. From here, you can sit up. So we're going to do stack pigeon today. You're going to take your right ankle and cross it over the top of your left quad. Then see if you can sneak your left ankle underneath your right hamstring and knee. For a lot of us, our hamstrings are really tight, and so are our hips, and that right knee is going to kind of stick up. You can always just sit upright, pressing your hands gently on that right thigh. Some of you guys may need to elevate your seat on a towel or a bolster at home, and some of you guys will be open like Hallie, and you can just walk your hands forward. It's totally up to you where you go with it. You can come on up. And you'll extend your legs out in front of you. Shake them out if you need to shake them out. I shake them out even if I don't need to shake them out. I just joined the club. And then switch sides. Left ankle over right quad, right foot under left knee. Either stay upright with your hands on the left thigh or you walk your hands forward. Adjust accordingly. You can come on up. Extend your legs out, scoot forward, we'll lay on your back. Bend your knees, set your feet on the floor, heels to the butt, plant the palms, lift the hips, bridge pose. Just make sure your toes are pointing forward, a little inward. You can interlace your fingers underneath your back, tuck in the upper arm bones underneath, and you can take upward facing bow. The options are yours. Take an inhale, lift a little more. Exhale, come on down. So open your feet wide. Drop both knees to the right. You can stay here with your arms out like cactuses, and then if you want a little extra, you take your right ankle and cross it on top of your left quadricep. Just so we're breaking up some of the monotony of how we twist at the end of class. If you have your right ankle over the thigh, you can set it back on the floor. Let's switch sides. Drop both knees to the left. Maybe take your left ankle, cross it over the right quad. If you have your ankle on the thigh, you can set it down. Bring your knees to center. Hug them in with the arms. Place your forehead onto your knees. Let's take a very big inhale through the nose. Hold your breath at the top. Maybe curl the toes. And then let it all go. Sprawl open. Shavasana. You've arrived. Finding whatever shape's going to make you the most content for the next 5 minutes. Madhava Kunjabi Hare Gopi Janavalava Giri Vardade Yasodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Jamunatira Vanachare Dapta Kanchana Gorange Radhe Vrindavan Ishvare Rishabhanu Suti Devi Pranamami Ripriye Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Raghupati Raghava Rajaram Patita Pavana Sita Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Together, take a big inhale through your nose. Hold your breath. Let it go. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bring movement back to the body. Your eyes still shut. Just roll over to whatever side you like. Your eyes still closed. Let's come up to seated. Sit up tall. Take your hands at prayer in front of your heart. Follow your breath. in life, things take time. If you think even of the journey from not even knowing how to crawl to walking, it doesn't happen overnight. We wonder why school takes so long, right? Why there's so many hours and years that are put in, because things take time. In our yoga practice, it's not like we hop into our first session, all of a sudden we can put our legs behind our head and do a handstand and every arm balance. We have to work towards developing these physical attributes to do more advanced poses. And the same couldn't be more true for our spiritual life. Things take time. It's a gradual process of appreciation. A gradual process of change and surrender. Working towards developing higher consciousness and love of God. Food for thought. Take a big inhale. Hold your breath. Let it go. Namaste.